नमः सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य तिङन्तप्रक्रियायां 17 पाठः, नवम्बर् मासस्य 16 दिनाङ्कः। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। So, तिङन्त प्रक्रियायाः सिंहावलोकनं कुर्मः। तत्र कथं तिङन्त प्रक्रियायां कथं क्रमः भवति भिन्नानां कार्याणाम् इति दृष्टवन्तः। So we just do a quick recap of what we have done so far. आदौ प्रक्रियायां प्रथमः अंशः मूलधातुः। धातुपाठात् मूलधातुः ज्ञायते। तत्र के अंशाः ज्ञातव्याः। सानुबन्धः धातुः, अनुबन्धसहितः धातुः, the complete dhatu along with the anubandha, because we know that the anubandhas are important for many other karyas. धातोः सामान्यः अर्थः कः गणः. So gana is one thing which can be determined only by through a dhatu patha. There is no way to just look at a dhatu and know which gana it belongs to. If we know the lat lakara forms, we can tell which gana it is. But just if you look at the dhatu, we will not know. So we have to look at the gana. Kim padam, parasmai padam, atmane padam, ubhaya padam, athava it yogyata, say it and it wait. Ete sarvepi amshaha dhatu pathat jnayante. Tataha itsamnya lopaha. धातुषु इत्संज्ञा भवति त्रिभिः सूत्रैः। उपदेशयजनुनासिकयत् हलन्त्यम् आदिर्निटुडवः। इत्संज्ञकस्य वर्णस्य लोपः क्रियते तस्य लोपः इति सूत्रेण. So that is always the first step in prakriya, removing the itsamnya letters. ततः प्राकृतिकानि कार्याणि अथवा निर्निमित्तानि कार्याणि. As we saw, there are some karyas which will apply to a particular dhatu without depending on any other external nimitta. Usually the karya depends once we have the pratyaya, but there are some karyas which apply even without requiring the pratyaya. Okay? So chatvari karyani santi. Dhatvadeshassaha ityanena dhatoh adau vidyamanasya shakarasya sakarah bhavati. Nonaha ityanena nakarasya sthane nakarah bhavati. इदितोनुम धातोः इत्यनेन इदितः धातोः यस्मिन् धातोः ह्रस्व इकारः इत्संज्ञकः तस्य धातोः नुम् इति आगमः नकारागमः क्रियते अन्त्यादचः परः। उपधायां च इत्यनेन उपधायां येषां धातूनां रेफः वकारो वा विद्यते तस्मात् पूर्वं विद्यमानस्य इकः दीर्घः भवति. So there was one point which I wanted to tell regarding upadhayam cha. We were wondering what is the purpose, because the other karyas have a purpose. So why not give the dhatu itself with a dirgha? Why give a hrasva and then make it a dirgha? There are forms where we hear the hrasva itself. There are cases like we have the dhatu murcha. So if we do a kvip pratyaya on that, so murcha and kvip, the chakara gets deleted. Okay, and kvip is also a pratyaya which is completely deleted. We don't hear any pratyaya. So the pratipadika now becomes mur. In this case, since repha is not in the upadha, we don't have upadhayam cha applying. So in forms we get muhu, murau, muraha. Okay, that is a kvip pratyayanta form of the murcha dhatu. So to account for such forms where there is a hrasva, there is the dhatu is given as hrasva in the upadesha. But in most of the cases we hear the dirgha, but there are cases where the hrasva is also heard. The next step in the tinganta prakriya, lakaraha. We add the lakara. So we have seen the sutras for adding the different lakaras. So lakaraha kriyate, lakare anubandham lopayitva पश्यामश्चेत् केवलः ल इत्येव शिष्यते, अत एव तस्य लकारः इति नाम. ततः अडागमः अथवा आडागमः. यदि लकारः लुङ् लङ् लृङ्क्षु अन्यतमः if the lakara is one of lung, lang or lring, one of these three, then at iti agamaha bhavati angasya adau. Since it is a tit agama, we add it to the beginning. At ajadinam. Yadi dhatuhu ajadihi, tarhi at iti agamaha kriyate. So if it is haladi, we add a. If it is ajadi, we add a. Yadi adagamaha kriyate, tarhi atascha ityanena vruddhirapi bhavati. So it is immediately followed by vruddhi by atascha. So the next step, lasya tibadayaha. Lakaranam sthane tiptasjhi sipthastham ibvasmas tatam jha thasatham dhvam idvahi mahing iti sutrena pratyayaha kriyante. Depending on the pada, the purusha and the vachana which we desire, we add one of these pratyayas. Tataha vikarana pratyayaha. So vikarana is a pratyaya which is added in between the dhatu and the ting pratyaya. Right? So vikaranasya vishaye api jnanimaha. Yadi sarvadhatukaha lakaraha tarhi kartari shabadayaha pratyayaha ganashaha. Gananimittaha vikarana pratyayaha bhavanti sarvadhatukalakareshu kartari prayoge eva. Yatha lat lakaraha kartari prayogaha tarhi भ्वादिगणे शप् इति प्रत्ययः, दिवादिगणे श्यन्, स्वादिगणे श्नु, तुदादिगणे श, रुधादिगणे श्नम्, क्रियादिगणे श्ना. एते विशिष्टाः प्रत्ययः अन्येषु गणेषु शप् सामान्यतः भवति. सार्वधातुकलकारे भावकर्मणोः भावे प्रयोगे अथवा कर्मणि प्रयोगे सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः यक् इति विकरणः भवति. आर्धधातुकलकारेषु स्यादयः विकरणाः लकारशः भवन्ति. लकारनिमित्ताः विकरणाः स्यतासि लृलुटोः सिब्बहुलं लेटि च्लि लुङि. एते लकारनिमित्ताः विकरणप्रत्ययाः भवन्ति. There are some lakaras which do not take any vikarana, like lit and ashirling. So the next step, we have covered all these in the previous. So next we have, in this today's class, we will be looking at these three. There is the Angakarya. The next step is Angakarya, Vikarana Nimittam Angakaryam. How do we change the Anga depending on the Vikarana? And then Pratyaya Nirmanam. How do we change the Ting Pratyaya based on the Anga? And then Pratyaya Nimittam Angakaryam. By this I mean Ting Pratyaya Nimittam Angakaryam. Angakarya depending on the Ting Pratyaya. Okay. So these are what we will be seeing in this class. So before we go to that, the exercise of last class. Okay. So we were practicing the Angakarya, which is the Adagama or Adagama. Right? So etesham dhatunam adagamam अथवा आडागमं कृत्वा किम रूपं स्यात् इति निर्दिशत. Assuming that there is a nimitta, that is assuming that there is one of the lakaras, lung, lang, lring, what will be the form? So I'll tell you now, I mean, what we are doing now is we are going down the series of the steps. So the purpose of this exercise was not just to do the adagama, to start from the beginning. From in all further exercises, we will be starting at the beginning. That is, given the dhatu, we do the itsamya lopa, then we do the prakritika karya, then we do the adagama or adagama. Okay. So the purpose is, one, yes, to give a practice in adagama, also to know the steps of the prakriya, because the tinganta prakriya is always necessarily pretty long. Okay. So it requires practice to do the steps one after the other. If we keep doing these from the beginning, after a step, all the initial steps will become very natural. I mean, you can do that very naturally and concentrate on the difference in the Angakarya. That is where there is a difference between all the dhatus. Okay, the steps which we have seen so far are all common, very common steps. We will not be doing these again and again. We will be concentrating on the next three steps, which is the Angakarya, the Pratyaya Nirmana, and the Angakarya. There are two steps of Angakaryas. So that is where the dhatus all differ in their forms. Okay. So that will be the focus of the classes once we finish this overview. So by the time we finish this overview, I would like all of you to be very familiar with the common steps. Once the common steps become very familiar, it will be easy to focus on the difference. Right? Okay, so now anybody wants to try? Nitish Chandra.
Hello. Vadi.
Mm.
Vad by Upadesha Jananasikait.
Yes.
Vand
Mm.
by Idito Nundhato.
Mm.
Avand by Lunglang Lung Shwadataha.
This one thing, I mean, in case you forgot, the as soon as you do iditonum dhatuhu, you should also apply nashcha padantasya jhali and anuswarasya parasavarna. Okay, because I mean, in one it is easy to forget because we already have the final. I mean, what we know is the final because it's a familiar dhatu. So, iditonum dhatuhu followed by nashcha padantasya jhali anuswarasya parasavarna. Vand, since it is haladi, we do at, so it becomes avand. Okay, next.
Nisi. It becomes Nis. Upadesha Jananasikait. Nis by Nonaha. Nins by Iditonum Dhato. Ni Anuswara Nims by Naschapadantasya Jhali. Anins by Lung Lang Lung Shwadata.
Right.
Next one?
Yeah, next one.
Yeah. Anchu. It becomes Anch by Upadesha Jananasikai. A plus Anch by Adajadinam. Anch by Atascha.
Atascha, Anch. Right. Thank you. Rao Mohoday.
Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah.
Next one. Naham.
Naha.
Naha.
Yeah, it is. You don't pronounce it as it is the nasal
Naha.
Naha.
Right.
Naha.
No Naha Itrana. Nah. And then because it is then A will come in front of Naha, Anaha,
Anah.
and Anah. That is the final version.
Yes. Next.
Eshum.
Esh.
Esh. A is a vowel. So Adajadinam. A. Esh. Aish.
Atascha. Yeah.
Atascha.
Esh. Aish.
Aish. Rajin. Araj. Urandapalha. Araj. And
Arj, because it is a vowel, it is art
right.
followed by r. So arj. No, a and rj. So once we do atascha, it becomes arj.
Yeah, I mean the final one is arj.
Arj.
But
yeah.
If you take it sequentially, arrange, 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 orange.
Initially you don't have no. I mean it is r n j.
No, ru becomes r, right?
Why? Why guna? I mean, yeah, we might have a guna, but not now. No. We have not yet done the guna. Rij is just rij. First is riji. We remove the e by upadesha jananasikait. Rij.
Okay.
And then iditonum dhatohu. R n j. Nashchapadantasya jhali anuswarasya parasavarnaha. Rinj. Atascha. A rinj.
Okay. Only in the end it becomes orange.
Orange, yeah. Only in the end when we are doing atascha vriddhi for akara and rikara, Vriddhi is akara. Urandraparaha we get r. Orange.
So until you get to orange, all the earlier steps should be only rakara and not
Yes,
rrr.
yes. No, there is no guna vriddhi, at least not so far.
Then I didn't do that. That's
Yeah.
okay. Next one.
No, thank you. Wait, see.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah. Ravichandran ji. Hmm. Aksham. Hmm. Dhatvadeshassaha. Stip. Astip. We do Dhatvadeshassaha and then the takara becomes takara. So it becomes stip. And you do adagama, so it becomes astip. There's some problem with your mic, Ravichandran. We cannot hear clearly. It's very...
Can you hear now?
Yeah, better.
Okay. Maybe I should hold my thing closer. Okay. So it becomes astip. Is it clear now? Okay. Dubraj. The others no Duduvaha. The two goes. Then Upadesha Ajinantika. Then it becomes Braj. Then Langling Rukshu at Agana. So it becomes Abraj.
Abraj. Yeah, thank you. There's a question, why does the takara become takara? As we saw, the takara was derived from the shtutva. As soon as the shakara becomes sa, the takara also becomes takara. That we see wherever dhatvadesha saha, wherever shakara is followed by tavarga letters in the upadesha, it always becomes a tavarga letter. Shna becomes sna, shtipa becomes tipa, shtha becomes stha, and so on. So next one. Himamshu.
Yes, thanks. A la upadeshe anunasik it. So the ale. Then ad jadinam.
Ad ajadinam.
So ad jadinam. So el. Then atasha ail.
Ail.
The second is so the halantyam, urnu, then ad jadinam, urnu, then atasha, aurnu. Then the last one is gurdan. So upadeshe aj anunasik it. So good. Then lung lang ling shu anudatah
at udatah. Lung lang ling shu at udatah.
Udatah. Thank you. Then adyantau takitau. So this becomes agurd.
Agurd. Right. Thank you. Sharma Mahodaya.
Agurd, is it not?
Yeah, Upadhayam cha. Right. I forgot. So there is Upadhayam cha. So it becomes Agurd because it is Repha Upadha. There is a Dirgha also. Yeah, correct.
Luthi. Upadeshe ajanasikit lut. Idito num dhatoh. Lunnat. Nascha apadantasya cheli. Lunt. अनुस्वारस्य यै परसवर्णः लुण्ठ अलुण्ठ
अलुण्ठ
श्ना शः सः
धात्वादेशः सः
स्ना अस्ना
अस्ना
अति अद् उपदेशे अजमानयेत् अद् इति तोनुं धातोः अन्द नश्च पदान्तस्य चलि अन्द अनुस्वारस्य यै परसवर्णः आ नकार द आड् अजादीनाम् आ अन्द आडश्च आन्द वृद्धिः
आन्द रैट् धन्यवादः महादेवन महोदय Adi is over. Iki.
Oh, sorry. Iki. उपदेशे नकार आडजादीनां
आटश्च ऐङ्ख्
उर्गी उपदेशे अजनुनासिकेत् इत्यनेन ऊर्व उपधायां च इत्यनेन ऊर्व इति भवति आडजादीनाम् इत्यनेन आ प्लस् ऊर्व और्व इति वृद्धिः आगच्छति
और्व रैट् और्व
सुदादिगणः धात्वादेः नोनः इत्यनेन नू इति भवति अकारः लङ्लुङ्लुङ्षु अडुदात्तः इत्यनेन अनु
अनु आम् धन्यवादः. So the answers, in case there was a slight noise there. So 16th was ainkh, iki, we do numagama, and it becomes ngakara by parasavarna. Adagama, vridhi, it becomes ainkh. Urvi becomes a urv. There is upadhayam cha, adagama, and vridhi, aurv. Nu, there is nonaha, and lunglang ringshvadadattaha, anu. Okay. So next one, somebody else told. Nagendra Kaushik. Who's that?
Achi. Upadeshya Janunasika, it becomes Ach. Idito Num Dhato, it becomes Anch. And then A plus Anch because of Adajadinam. And with the Tashka becomes Anch.
Anch. Yeah, so when Sridur Nimagama, there is also Nashchapadantasya Jhali and Anuswarasya Parasavarna. The final form is Anch. Next.
Anch. Then Onr. Upadeshya Janunasika becomes On. And Adajadinam and Atashta, it becomes Aun.
Aun. Aun. Aun.
Aun. Murcha. Upadeshya Jananasika, it becomes Murch. Upadhayancha Murch. Then Lunglang Adudatah, it becomes Amurch.
Amurch. Yeah.
Amurch.
Thank you. Paul, do you want to try?
Are you hearing me yet?
Yeah.
Okay, you can hear me now. Okay, good. I'll try it and see what I can do. Okay, so number 20. Something changed there. Okay, number 22, right? Okay. Right?
Yeah.
Ing. Okay, so we have ing, and it's halantium. So we have e, and then we have adajadinam.
Adajadinam.
A, just pure A. Adajadinam.
So now it becomes A and E. So then we do vriddhi with atashcha. It becomes I.
Oh, what did I say? A. Okay, so it becomes I.
I.
Right, I.
Yeah, I.
Is vriddhi. I. Right, with atashcha. Yes. Okay. Then we have brhi. And we have upadeshi anunasika it. Janunasika it. So we have br. Br. And then we get num. Idito num datoho. So we get brn. Then we get like a brn. How we get anunasika.
Anuswara. Nascha padantasya jali.
Anuswara. We get anuswara. Nascha padantasya jali. And we get Nascha padantasya jali. Vrnha. And then that's it. We get vrnha and brnha. And then we add lungshu. And we get abrnha. Abrnha.
Abrum. Next.
Abramha. Oh.
There's no akara. It's just abrum.
Then we get abram. Abramha. Abram. Yeah, of course. There's no at the end. Abram. Yes. Yes, of course. And then tu o shvi. So it anunasika it. Upadesha anunasika it. So we get and we also get chutu, so we get
No.
oshvi, and now
Adir Nitudavaha. Adir Nitudavaha.
Oshva.
No, I mean the two goes, but not by chutu, but Adir
okay.
Nitudavaha.
I know. Right, that's correct. Okay, so two goes by Niadir Nitudavaha, and then the O goes by Upadeshi Anujasika it, and we get Shri. And then we get we get the Linglong Lungshu for the art, and then we get Ashvi.
Ashvi, right. Thank you.
Yeah, Ashvi.
Yeah. So there are a couple of questions. First, can you please go over 18 once again? 18 is nu, so it becomes no naha. There is no it, so it becomes no naha. The nakara becomes na, so it is nu. There is adagama, lung lang rung shvadudantaha. It becomes anu. So one thing, as Ravichandranji said, the ing, it is a nityam adhi purvaha. It's not abhi but adhi. So it is usually preceded by adhi, but that does not change the anga, as in the adagama is still for the e part of it, not for the adhi. That is why I purposely gave that dhatu, okay, as we see today in the anga. Any other questions in the exercises? Hope this much is clear. Okay. So now we will see the next step we have is the major step. So there is one question in 2O shvi. Does the okara go or remain? It goes. It is anunasika. So it is removed by itsamya. So the dhatu is only shvi. Okay. So there is a question. Some dhatus appear in more than one gana, like anchu. Yes, it is true. There are many cases where dhatus are repeated. There are a lot of dhatus which appear in 2 ganas. There are a few which appear in more. For example, the vidhatu appears in 4 ganas. Okay. So it has a change in form. It has different forms in the different ganas as we see. So far, the karyas which we have done so far do not depend on the gana. Okay. So it's only when we are doing the vikarana that the gana comes into play. We will see that as we deal with each gana. Yeah. So now the anga karya. Okay. As I said, anga karya is where it is the key process of deriving the dhatu. Okay. The most important part in Tinganta Prakriya is the anga karya. How the anga changes based on the pratyaya. So for that we have to know what is an anga, right? So we already defined this. Samya yada adau samyaha adhitaha tada anga samyapi adhita kintu prasangavashat punaha anga samyam pashyamaha yasmat pratyaya vidhis tadadi pratyayengam iti anga samya vidhayakam sutram yasmat pratyaya vidhihi tadadi pratyaye angam iti panchapadani santi. कः अर्थः यस्मात् प्रत्ययविधिः यस्मात् अथवा यस्याः प्रकृतेः प्रत्ययः विधीयते तदादि यः प्रत्ययः यस्मात् क्रियते तदादि शब्दस्वरूपं तस्मिन् प्रत्यये परे अंगसंज्ञं स्यात्. A very precise definition of what is anga. We need to understand the significance of each of these. Yaha pratyayah yasmat kriyate. The first key point in anga samya is the pratyaya. Anga samya is relative to a particular pratyaya. It is not a common anga. You cannot have an anga without the pratyaya. Anga samya is always relative to a pratyaya. Yaha pratyayah yasmat kriyate tadadi shabdaswarupam tasmin pratyaye pare anga samyam syat. So it defines both the beginning and the end of this anga, the boundary of the anga. It starts wherever you have to that to which we have added the pratyaya, and it ends at the beginning of the pratyaya. That is starting from the whatever you added it till you meet that pratyaya. Whatever we have is anga. What does this mean? Udaharanam pashyamah. Bhu sattayam iti dhatuh asti. Bhu iti dhatuh sattarthakah bhvadihi prathamaganasya dhatuh parasmaipadi set. So this is all we get from the dhatu part. Tasmat lat lakaraha kriyate. Bhu l tiptas jhi ityanena tip pratyayah kriyate lakarasya sthane bhu ti. So remember, whatever is in square brackets is the thing with the anubandha. Okay. Generally, I mean, in prakriya there are steps for removing the itsamya, but we don't show that every time. It becomes rather laborious. So we know that from lat the akara goes by upadeshaya jananasikaitu, takara goes by halantyam, and what is left is li. Okay. So this is the operative part. Always itsamya lopanantaram padartha upasthitihi. So whenever we do any pratyaya, any adesha, any agama, the first step is to remove the itsamya letters. We will never have the itsamya letters participating in any prakriya. Okay? So we can directly bring on the particle after removing the itsamya. Okay. एवं ति इत्यत्र तिप् इत्यत्र पकारः हलन्त्यम् इत्यनेन इत्संज्ञकः तस्य लोपः इत्यनेन लुप्यते. ति इस् द पार्टिसिपेटिंग पार्टिकल. सो भू ति. इदानीं तत्र अन्यः प्रत्ययः क्रियते कर्तरि शप् इत्यनेन धातोः शप् प्रत्ययः क्रियते. सो इन शप् देयर इज अ. शकारस्य लशक्वतथित इति संज्ञा, पकारस्य हलन्त्यम् इति संज्ञा, तयोर्लोपे अ. भू अ ति. Now we have to decide what is the anga. Okay, so there are two pratyayas here. A shap api pratyayah, ti api pratyayah. Every pratyaya will have an anga relative to it. So now let us see the pratyaya for shap. Yaha pratyayah nama shap pratyayah. Yasmat kriyate bhu ityasmat kriyate. So kartrarthe sarvadhatike dhatohu shap syat. So it is added to the dhatu. Okay. So bhu is that on which we are adding the pratyaya. So yasmat kriyate bhu ityasmat kriyate. Tadadi shabda swarupam tasmin pratyaye pare. It is when followed by shap, bhu is the anga. So relative to shap, shapaha angam bhu ityeva. There is nothing after bhu till we meet shap. Okay. So bhu is the anga for shap. Now if we look at the tip pratyaya, यह प्रत्ययः तिप् प्रत्ययः यस्मात् क्रियते भू इत्यस्मात् क्रियते. We are adding tip to bhu, right? So we are adding lat to bhu and in its place you are adding tip, so it is still bhu. Okay. Tadadi shabda swarupam, starting from there, from bhu, tasmin pratyaye pare, till you meet the pratyaya, starting from bhu till you meet ti. So you have bhu and a. So that whole thing is the anga for tip. Ataha tip pratyayasya angam bhu a. Shap pratyayasya angam bhu, tip pratyayasya angam bhu a. Okay, so very important to have this concept. Right? So have this very, very clearly. What is the anga is what we need to know very well to perform any anga karya. So if you are doing an anga karya for shap, we do it on the bhu part. But if you are doing it for tip, we do it on the bhu a part. Okay, so we'll see another example. Chur iti dhatuhu, churasteye iti churadiganasya dhatuhu. Tasmat nich pratyayah kriyate swarthe. Okay, so there is chur, e, and then we add shap. There is also a ti. I should also have put the ti there. So there is chur, nich, shap and tip. So there are three pratyayas. So nich pratyayasya kim angam? Chur iti angam. Okay. Shap pratyayasya tu chur i. This is the anga for shap. So what happens? What is the purpose of defining the boundary of the anga samnya, the latter boundary? If you are doing the angasya guna, in both these cases we do a guna for the anga. Angasya gunaha kriyate. Idanimeva pashyamaha sutram. Angasya gunaha kriyate. Nich pratyayam nimitti kritya yadi gunaha kriyate, tarhi chur ityatra yaha ukaraha tasya gunaha bhavati. Iko guna vridhi. As we know, guna vridhi is for the ik letter. Since the anga for nich is chur, chur ityatra yaha ik ukaraha tasya gunaha bhavati chor iti bhavati. Idanim shap pratyayam nimitti kritya api gunaha bhavati. There is also a guna depending on the shap pratyaya. This guna has its anga as chur i. Now it is the ikara which gets guna due to shap. Tada ikarasya gune ekaraha bhavati. Shapam nimitti kritya angasya gunaha saha chur i ityatra ikarasya ataha chor e ikarasya gune e ityapi bhavati. Chore a echoyavayavaha ityanena ayadeshe choraya iti bhavati. So this is how the prakriya goes on. For every pratyaya there will be an anga and there will be anga karya. There is a karya which is specified for the anga. Angam kim anga karyam kasya bhavati iti samyak jnatavyam. So we have known the latter boundary of the anga is till the pratyaya. प्रत्ययपर्यन्तं मध्ये यद्यदस्ति तत्सर्वमपि प्रत्ययदृष्ट्या अङ्गम्. Now the previous boundary or the first boundary is also important. यथा सम् इति उपसर्गः पठ इति धातुः अस्ति. लट्लकारे किं भवति? सम्पठति इति रूपं. सम्पठति, सम्पठतः, सम्पठन्ति इत्यादि. इदानीम् अस्य लङ्लकारे किं रूपं भवति? असम्पठत् इति भवति वा? Because we know that लङ्लकारे अडागमः भवति. अडागमः आदौ भवति. आदौ भवति चेत् अकारः आदौ योज्यते. असम्पठत्. This is a common thing that we do instinctively. You add an akara to the beginning. But beginning of what? Some pat lakarah asti, lang lakarah. Dhatoh ityadhikare vihitah lang lakarah. Sarvepi lakaraha dhatvadhikare vihitah. So dhatoh vihitah lang. Atah yaha pratyayah nama lang pratyayah yasmat kriyate Path ityasmat kriyate. The upasarga, you are not adding the lang lakara to the upasarga. You are adding it to the plain dhatu. Dhatoho eva lakaraha. Ataha path ityasmat lang lakaraha kritaha. Tadadi shabda swarupam path ityarabhya tasmin pratyaye pare lang lakare pare angam. So what is the anga for the lakara? It is path, not sampath. Path is the anga. Adagamah kriyate. We are doing the adagama. Kaha arthaha lung lang rungshu angasya adagamaha. It is in the angadhikara. So the adagama is for the anga. The anga is path. So the adagama will come at the beginning of path. Adyantau takitau vityanena dhatoh angasya adau adagamah kriyate. Angam path iti. Ataha sam apath samapathat iti rupam, natu asampathat. Okay, whenever we use upasarga, it is very important to remember in langlakara especially. This is a error which happens very frequently. So it is akara does not come at the beginning of whatever we have. Adagama is at the beginning of the anga. In Tinganta, the anga for the lakara is the dhatu. So adagama is added to the beginning of the dhatu and not to the beginning of what we hear. So this is why both the beginning and the end of the anga samnya is very, very important. It begins where we are adding the pratyaya to that particle to which we have added the pratyaya, and it ends where the pratyaya begins. Okay, so the anga samnya extends till we meet that pratyaya. Okay, so anga samnya is relative. It is dependent on the pratyaya. You cannot define an universal anga. It is always relative to the pratyaya. It begins at that part where to which you added the pratyaya, and it extends till we meet that pratyaya. Whatever is in between is also taken in the anga. So anga samnya. Any questions about angam? The samnya itself? Angakaryam nama kim? Anga samnya jnata. Yasmat pratyaya vidhis tadadi pratyayengam ityanena angam iti samnya vidhiyate. Angakaryam nama kim? Angasya ityadhikaraha षष्ठाध्याये चतुर्थपादे प्रथमं सूत्रम् अंगस्य इति इदम् अधिकारसूत्रम्. इतः आरभ्य सप्तमाध्यायस्य अन्तपर्यन्तं till the end of 7th chapter, that is 6.4, 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, 7.4. all these are angakaryas coming under this adhikara. षष्ठाध्यायस्य चतुर्थपादादारभ्य सप्तमाध्याय समाप्ति पर्यन्तं अंगाधिकारः. So it should shine like a red light as soon as you see any sutra which falls in this 6.4 or starting with 7. It is an angakarya. अस्मिन् अधिकारे विहितानि कार्याणि अंगकार्याणि इति उच्यन्ते. अर्थात् अंगं निमित्तीकृत्य कृतानि कार्याणि. So they always happen when there is a pratyaya following. प्रत्यये परे अंगस्य किं कार्यं भवति इति अस्मिन् अधिकारे ज्ञायते. इदानीम् अङ्गाधिकारस्य कानिचन कार्याणि पश्यामः. We will see a few very common karyas which we find in Angadhikara. As I said, we cannot see all the Angadhikaras here, Angakaryas here, because it is in the Angakarya that each dhatu varies from the other. So Angakarya is what we will be studying in each gana. After this chapter, we will enter the Bhadi gana. So tatra kim adhiyate? Angakaryameva adhiyate, pradhanataya. क्वचित् सन्धिः अधीयते किन्तु प्रधानतया अङ्गकार्यमेव अधीयते. कस्य धातोः किम् अङ्गकार्यं भवति इति. किन्तु सामान्यतया अङ्गकार्यद्वयमस्ति. There are two angakaryas which apply by default. Okay? So we are इदानीं तानि अङ्गकार्याणि पश्यामः. So as we go to the others, we will know the exceptions or where to apply these and where not to apply these. So dhatu tinganta prakriyayam बहु मुख्यम अंगकार्यम अस्ति गुणः. Okay, one of the most common angakaryas. It is given by default. Okay, for all dhatus, for all pratyayas. सूत्रम अस्ति सार्वधातुक अर्धधातुकयोः. सप्तमाध्याये तृतीय पादे चतुरशीतितमम् इदं सूत्रम्. So if we look at the sutra in the अष्टाध्यायी, सार्वधातुक अर्धधातुकयोः एकमेव पदमस्ति सप्तमी विभक्तौ द्विवचनम्. So if you look at the anuvritti from above, mider gunah ityatah gunah iti anuvartate, and this red one is the angadhikara. From 6.4 till the end of 7th chapter, it is the angadhikara. सार्वधातुक अर्धधातुकयोः इति सप्तमी द्विवचनम्. गुणः इति अनुवर्तते. अंगस्य इत्यधिकारः. So we have also seen the paribhasha iko gunavriddhi. Yatra yatra gunavriddhi shabdabhyam gunavriddhi yatra vidhiyete tatra ikaha iti shashtyantam padam upatisthate. So ikaha iti padam api atra upatisthate iko gunavriddhi iti paribhashaya. So ikaha angasya इत्यस्ति षष्ठी विभक्तौ येन विधिः तदन्तस्य. So इगन्तस्य अङ्गस्य गुणः स्यात् सार्वधातुक अर्धधातुकयोः परयोः. So any iganta anga will get guna when followed by sarvadhatuka or ardhadhatuka. So sarvadhatuka is the pratyaya, ardhadhatuka is the pratyaya. What is a sarvadhatuka? सार्वधातुकं नाम किम्? Yes.
Hello.
Nitish.
Tingshit sarvadhatukam.
Tingshit sarvadhatukam. Ardhadhatukam?
Tanga ardhadhatukam sheshah.
Ardhadhatukam sheshah. So all pratyayas which are added to a dhatu can be classified into sarvadhatuka, ardhadhatuka. Yadi ting bhavati अथवा shit bhavati tarhi sarvadhatukah. Ting shit bhinnah sarvopi pratyayah ardhadhatukah. All pratyayas added, almost all. So 99% of the pratyayas added to the dhatus can be classified into sarvadhatuka and ardhadhatuka. So sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoh parayoh. Sarvadhatuke pare api gunah bhavati, ardhadhatuke pare api gunah bhavati. So this is a common angakarya. So when followed by any pratyaya, whether it is sarvadhatuka or ardhadhatuka, igantasya angasya gunah syat. Iti sutrarthah. Kim udaharanam? Ji dhatu asti ikarantah. Ikarah ik. So tasmat shap pratyayah kriyate. Shap pratyayah shit shitvat sarvadhatukah. Sarvadhatuke sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoh ityanena gunah. Ikarasya gunah ekarah. So G A becomes J A. Ni A ityasti. Ne ikarasya gune ne A. Dru A ukaraha. Ukarasya gune okaraha. Dro A. Bhu ukaraha. Ukarasya gune okaraha. Bho A. Sr Rkarah, Rkarasya gune a r Urandraparaha ityanena repah Sar a. Okay, so these are all guna when followed by a sarvadhatuka. Ardhadhatuke pare api gunah bhavati. Yatha yat iti pratyayah asti sah ting na shit api na atah ardhadhatukah. Ardhadhatuke pare api gunah. Ji ya becomes jeya, neya, droya, bhoya, sarya. Okay. So whether it is a sarvadhatuka or an ardhadhatuka, an iganta anga gets guna. Sarvadhatuka ardhadhatuka yoho ityanena gunaha bhavati. Okay, so this is the common angakarya for iganta angas everywhere. Sarvadhatuka ardhadhatuka yoho ityanena gunaha. So there are exceptions to guna, there are nishedha to guna, kintu outsargitakataya igantanam anganam sarvatra gunaha bhavati. Okay. So there are questions. Are there pratyayas which are neither ardhadhatuka nor sarvadhatuka? Yes, there are a few pratyayas which are neither ardhadhatuka nor sarvadhatuka in the sanadis. If you look at you have studied the sanadyanta dhatavaha. So in the sun, etc., there are pratyaya. Among them, they do not fall under the dhatvadhikara. Okay. So there you have, they are not added specifically to a dhatu. So there you can have a pratyaya which is neither ardhadhatuka nor sarvadhatuka, but very rare. Okay. Especially in tinganta prakriya. Unless we go to the sanadyantas, in tingantas we do not have. All pratyayas will be either ardhadhatuka or sarvadhatuka. Okay. Atra prashnah sarvada antimasya ikah gunah bhavati va kimartham alontyasya iko gunavriddhi ityanena igantasya angasya gunah iti nishchitam kasya gunah iti ched alontyasya ityanena antyasya gunah. So because it is an al, we have antyasya gunah bhavati. So clear with sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoh igantanam anganam outsargikataya gunaha bhavati sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoh ityanena. Okay. So one of the major parts in tinganta prakriya is to decide whether this guna will apply or not. Okay. So we will see that in the particular cases. So guna vidhayakam dvitiyam sutram asti puganta laghupadhasya cha. Okay. Puganta laghupadhasya iti षष्ठी ekavachanam chakarah asti sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoh iti anuvartate gunaha ityapi anuvartate. So this is the sutra after sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoh. So sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoh, then you have jagro vichinnal nitsu, and then puganta laghupadhasya cha. Sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoh ityanuvartate gunaha ityapi anuvartate angasya ityadhikaraha. Ikaha ityapi asti iko gunavriddhi ityanena ikaha ityapi anuvartate upatisthate. Tatra ikaha iti षष्ठ्यन्तं padam upatisthate. Idani pugantasya laghupadhasya cha angasya. Now puganta laghupadhasya is a visheshana to anga. Yadangam pugantam bhavati athava laghupadham bhavati. Tasya angasya ikaha. Tasya angasya avayavaha yaha ik tasya sthane gunaha bhavati sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoh parayoh. So when followed by the sarvadhatuka or ardhadhatuka, if it is not iganta, yadi igantam tarhi gunaha bhavati sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoh ityanena, yadi anigantam tarhi upadhayaha varnam ashritya, yadi pugantam athava laghupadham tasya angasya ikaha gunaha bhavati. Kimudaharanam. We will now see the examples for the laghupada. Puk iti kaschana agamaha. Okay. Yatha stha sthapayati, da dapayati, hri hrepayati ityadayah santi. Puk is an agama which is added in nich. Nich pratyaye pare keshanchana dhatunam puk iti agamaha bhavati. Okay. So those are pugantas. For now, because we are dealing with dhatus, we will concern with the laghupada. Upadha अलोन्त्यात् पूर्व उपधा, द लास्ट बट वन लेटर. यत्र उपधा वर्णः लघुः भवति, यथा चित् इत्यस्ति, चित् इति धातुः तत्र उपधायाम् अस्ति इकारः, लघु वर्णः, ह्रस्वं लघु इत्यनेन लघुः. सो चित् अ सार्वधातुके परे अंगस्य इकः गुणः. सो अंगस्य इक अस्ति इकारः, तस्य गुणे चेत् अ. एवं मुद् अ इत्यस्ति चेत् लघुपधः, उपधायाम् उकारः अस्ति, तस्य गुणे मोद् अ. लिख् य यत् ण्यत् प्रत्ययः आर्धधातुकः. So this is neither thing nor shit. So it is an ardhadhatuka. Ardhadhatuke pare api लघुपदस्य गुणः भवति लेख्य. चुद् य अस्ति, तस्य गुणे चोद् य चोद्य. सो यत्र यत्र उपधायां लघु वर्णः अस्ति धातौ तत्र पुगन्तलघुपदस्य च इत्यनेन गुणः भवति. यदि इगन्तमङ्गं तर्हि सार्वधातुकार्धधातुकयोः इत्यनेन गुणः, यदि लघुपदं तर्हि पुगन्तलघुपदस्य च इत्यनेन गुणः. So these two are karyas which apply widely across tingantas because the nimitta is very wide. The nimitta includes all sarvadhatukas and all ardhadhatukas. Ataha sarvatra idam karyam outsargikataya bhavati. Clear with guna? इगन्तमङ्गं तर्हि अन्त्यस्य गुणः, यदि लघुपदमङ्गं तर्हि इकः गुणः. उपधायां विद्यमानस्य इकः गुणः. So this ik has to be hrasva because it says लघुपद. किन्तु यत्र यत्र ह्रस्वः तत्र तत्र भवति इति नास्ति. यथा शिक्ष इति धातुः अस्ति, तत्र इकारः अस्ति किन्तु उपधायां नास्ति, लघु अपि न उपधायाम् अपि नास्ति. So shikshu might look like chit, but you will not have the guna here because ikara is not in the upadha and it is not laghu. Right. So clear with guna? Any questions? अग्रिमम् अङ्गकार्यमस्ति सामान्यमङ्गकार्यं वृद्धिः. वृद्धिविधायकं सूत्रमस्ति अचो णिति. अचो णिति इति सूत्रम्. अचः इति षष्ठी एकवचनं, णिति इति सप्तमी एकवचनं. मृजेर्वृद्धिः इत्यतः वृद्धिः इति अनुवर्तते. अङ्गस्य इत्यधिकारः. अचः णिति वृद्धिः अङ्गस्य. अचः अङ्गस्य इति परस्परं विशेषणं विशेष्यं च. अतः तदन्तविधिः अजन्तस्य अङ्गस्य. अजन्तस्य अङ्गस्य वृद्धिः स्यात् नीति नीति णिति च परे. यदि प्रत्ययः ञित् भवति अथवा णित् भवति तर्हि अजन्तस्य अङ्गस्य वृद्धिः भवति. Okay. So अजन्तस्य अङ्गस्य वृद्धिः स्यात् ञिति णिति च परे. किमुदाहरणं? निचि इत्यस्ति. ची धातुः नि इति उपसर्गपूर्वकः, तस्मात् घञ् इति प्रत्ययः क्रियते. घञ् इत्यत्र अकारः अस्ति. घकारस्य लशक्वतद्धिते इति संज्ञा, ञकारस्य हलन्त्यमिति अकारः शिष्यते. निचि अ अयं ञित् ञकारः इति. अतः ची इत्यस्य वृद्धौ निचै अ. एवं निस् पू इत्यस्ति. सो पू इज द धातु, निस् इज द उपसर्ग. तस्मात् घञ् प्रत्यये कृते ञित्वात् अचो णिति इत्यनेन ऊकारस्य वृद्धौ औकारः निस् पौ अ. णिति अपि भवति. यथा णुल् इति प्रत्ययः अस्ति, तस्य स्थाने अक इति आदेशः. नि अक इत्यस्ति चेत् णित्वात् वृद्धिः नै अक. This is the standard example given for Yantavantadesha Sandhi. Nai akaha nayakaha. So how do we get nai? We get nai from ni. Ni iti dhatuhu nitvat pratyayaha nit. Nitvat achoyniti ityanena vruddhau nai aka. Bhu iti dhatuhu asti nyat pratyayaha. Nyat pratyayaha nit. Nitvat vruddhau bhau ya. Rupam tu bhavyam iti bhavati. कृ य इत्यस्ति अयमपि अजन्तः ण्यत् प्रत्यये कृ इत्यस्य वृद्धौ आकारः उरण्ड्रपरः इत्यनेन रेफपरः कार्य. This is how we have the word कार्यम. कृ धातोः ण्यत् प्रत्ययः वृद्धिः कार्य इति भवति. So remember, this is not for the dhatu only. Okay. धातूनाम् एव भवति इति नास्ति. यत्र यत्र अजन्तमङ्गम् प्रत्ययः ञित् अथवा णित् भवति तत्र तत्र वृद्धिः भवति अचोयिणिति इत्यनेन. यथा गो शब्दः अस्ति सुप्रत्ययः तत्र गोतो णित् इत्यनेन गो शब्दात् परस्य सुप्रत्ययस्य णिद्वद्भावः क्रियते. That is said that this सुप्रत्यय is णित्. णित्वात् गो इत्यस्य वृद्धिः अजन्तस्य अङ्गस्य वृद्धिः इत्यनेन वृद्धौ गौस्. अत एव गौः इति रूपं. गौः गावौ गावः गाम गावौ सर्वत्र वृद्धिः भवति गो शब्दस्य because of नित्वद्भाव. because the pratyaya is nit अचोयिणिति इत्यनेन वृद्धिः. धातुषु प्रातिपदिकेषु सर्वत्र अचोयिणिति इति सामान्येन वृद्धिविधायकं सूत्रम्. Okay, so there are a couple of questions. What are all these pratyayas? The pratyayas which I am showing, say niyat or nul or ghai, they are all krit pratyayas. Okay, so they are not ting. Okay. So there are krit pratyayas. The dhatu can have two kinds of pratyayas. One is the ting pratyaya and the other is the krit. Okay. So these are all ghai, nul, niyat. They are all krit pratyayas. Okay, so the karyas which are told for dhatus apply both for ting and krit. So it is easier to show those forms, especially the nyit and nit. They are found mostly in krit. Okay. So then there is one more question: is kr vruddhi kar or kar? It is kar. If we do guna for kr, it will be kar. If we do vruddhi for kr, it will be kar. Okay. Say karta. If you have kr and trich. Okay. Kr trich pratyayah asti tatra sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoho ityanena gunaha igantasya angasya gunaha syat tada kartr iti bhavati karta kartaro kartarah. Yadi nit pratyayah tarhi achoyniti ityanena vruddhiः bhavati karyam ityadi. Okay. Clear with guna and vruddhi. There is one more question: what is puganta? So as I said, puganta is puk is a agama which is added to certain dhatus in nijantas. Yeah, I didn't go into details of puganta because we have not seen, but it is an agama which is added to a dhatu. Like in case of sthapayati, dapayati, the pakara you hear is from puk. So when it is puganta, if there is ik, say hreep ityasti tada hrepayati, hleep ityasti chet hlepayati, knup ityasti chet knopayati. So there is guna even for pugantas. But the common guna which we see in tigantas is the laghupadha guna. One is the igantasya angasya sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoho ityanena gunaha. Laghupadhasya tu puganta laghupadhasya cha ityanena gunaha. Yadi pratyayah nyit athava nit bhavati tarhi gunam badhitva achoyniti ityanena vruddhihi bhavati. Okay, so this is the first sutra for vruddhi. There is one more. Ata upadhayaha. Ataha upadhayaha iti padadvayam shashti vibhaktau jniti vruddhihi iti anuvartate. So this sutra is immediately after achoyniti. Jniti iti anuvartate vruddhihi ityapi angasya ityadhikaraha. Angasya upadhayaha hrasva akarasya vruddhihi syat. Upadhayaha ataha. अत् इत्यत्र तपरस्तत्कालस्य इत्यनेन तपरकरणम् अतः उपधायां यदि ह्रस्व अकारः अस्ति तर्हि तत्रापि वृद्धिः भवति ञिति णिति च परे यदि अजन्तः तत्र वृद्धिः उपधायां ह्रस्व अकारः अस्ति चेदपि वृद्धिः भवति ञित् प्रत्यये णित् प्रत्यये च परे उदाहरणं रमु अ इत्यस्ति रमु धातोः घञ् प्रत्ययः क्रियते घञ् प्रत्ययः ञित् अतः अकारस्य उपधायां विद्यमानस्य ह्रस्व अकारस्य वृद्धिः सो वृद्धि विल् बि आकार अकारस्य वृद्धिः आकारः राम इति भवति एवं पच् अक नुल् प्रत्ययः णित्वात् उपधायाः वृद्धौ पाचक पच् धातोः पाचक वद् धातुः अस्ति तस्मात् ण्यत् प्रत्यये कृते वद् य वाद्य so as you can see these are all very familiar forms okay? They are derived from the dhatu where there is upadha vruddhi because of akar ata upadhayaha okay so we have learned two angakaryas today guna and vruddhi यदि इगन्तमङ्गं तर्हि सर्वेषु सार्वधातुक अर्धधातुकयोः प्रत्ययोः प्रत्ययेषु परेषु गुणः भवति यदि अजन्तमङ्गं तर्हि णिति णिति च वृद्धिः भवति यदि उपधायां लघु इक् अस्ति so if there is a ik which is लघु in the upadha then पुगन्तलघुपधस्य च इत्यनेन गुणः भवति यदि उपधायां ह्रस्व अकारः अस्ति तर्हि अत उपधायाः इत्यनेन वृद्धिः भवति ञिति णिति च परे so guna is a very general karya it applies for almost all pratyayas whereas vruddhi applies only if the pratyaya is ञित् or णित् यत्र यत्र प्रत्ययः ञित् अथवा णित् भवति तत्र तत्र वृद्धेः प्रसक्तिः भवति अन्यत्र सर्वत्र गुणस्य प्रसक्तिः भवति okay so guna and vruddhi are two common anga karyas which we will know so wherever we go to each gana we have to see will the guna apply or not will the vruddhi apply or not any questions so there were a couple of questions which I didn't answer I mean it was not related here so first question in tu oshvi so can we remove the it letters at the beginning of the dhatu even if there are two of them see the question is the tu oshvi the adir nitudavaha says that it has to be at the beginning of a dhatu in upadeshe adau tu du नि सन्ति चेत् तेषां लोपः अतः टु इत्यस्य लोपः भवति चिन्ता नास्ति उपदेशे अजनुनासिक इत्यस्य तु आदौ भवेत् इति नियमः नास्ति अन्ते भवेत् इत्यपि नियमः नास्ति यत्र यत्र अनुनासिकः अच् वर्णः अस्ति तत्र तत्र इत्संज्ञा भवति अतः there is nothing wrong in removing both I mean see क्षमूष् इत्यपि अस्ति तत्र अनुनासिकः ऊकारः अस्ति अन्ते षकारः षकारस्य हलन्त्यम् इत्यनेन इत्संज्ञा ukarasya upadeshaya janunasika ityanena itsamya so similarly here there are two at the beginning it doesn't I mean there is no rule that there should be one or only one anywhere as long as the conditions are satisfied you can remove by itsamya okay. So there was one more question which is not related in the samnya in the word samnya anuswarasya sthane nyakarah bhavet kila iti prashnah सम् इति उपसर्गः मकारः अस्ति तस्य मोनुस्वारः इत्यनेन अनुस्वारः संज्ञा इति धातुः तत्र अनुस्वारस्य ययि परसवर्णः इत्यनेन परसवर्णे कृते ञकारः चवर्गपञ्चमः संज्ञा इति भवेत् इति भवति तथापि एकं रूपं भवति किन्तु वा पदान्तस्य इत्यस्ति पदान्ते परसवर्णः वैकल्पिकः अतः अनुस्वारस्य रूपमपि साधु परसवर्णस्य रूपमपि साधु यदि अनुस्वारः अस्ति तर्हि संज्ञा न परसवर्णः क्रियते चेत् संज्ञा उभयं साधु so any questions on angakarya So the question, what is the difference between achoiniti and ata upadhayaha? Achoiniti iti ajantasya angasya bhavati. Angasya ante ach asti chet bhavati. Yah kopi ach sarvesham ajantanam achoiniti ityanena vruddhihi bhavati. Ata upadhayaha ityanena upadhayam hrasva akaraha asti chet bhavati. Okay. There's one more question. When we add at to the anga with upasarga, we add at ignoring the upasarga. It is seen come to in front of the upasarga? No. At will never come at the beginning of the upasarga. At is always between the upasarga and the dhatu. Angam angasya adagamah kriyate. Angam tatra dhatuhu. Ataha sarvatra dhatohu adau eva adagamaha. Okay. So it is a wrong notion. I mean, we most of us commit the errors many cases where put the akara before the upasarga. That is wrong. The adagama or adagama will always come after the upasarga and before the dhatu. Sarvada upasarga dhatohu madhye eva adagamaha shruyate. Samapathat, samagacchati, whatever, wherever, I mean, samagachat, I'm saying, not, if you have sam and a, and there is a for the, this. So, yeah, if you adding the adagama before the upasarga is wrong, incorrect. It should always come after the upasarga and before the dhatu. Added to the beginning of the dhatu because of the anga. I mean, how do we know that? Is because of the anga. Okay. Okay. So there was one more question. Will all angas have only one ach? If there is more than one ach, how to decide which will become vruddhi in achoiniti? Achoiniti, it's a ajantasya angasya, alontyasya ityanena antyasya achaha eva vruddhihi. So the anga has to be ajanta. If it has more than one ach, it is the last. Alontyasya ityanena antyasya eva vruddhihi bhavati. Kasya achaha iti prashnaha atra nodeti. So anga can be ekach, can be anekach. But it's very clear which we change by vruddhi. There was one more question. Dhatu Pathe. In the Dhatu Patha, Adir Neuter Avaha is applied before listing, not for the other ith letters. Yes, in all the indices of Dhatu Patha, if you look at the index of any Dhatu Patha, the alphabetical index, the dhatus are listed after removing the need to do. Okay, that is to enable easy search. See, even for people who don't know Vyakarana, they know, say, if there is a labhate, they can guess that the dhatu is labh and search for labh. But it is impossible to know that it has dulabhash. Okay, unless you know the original dhatu, you will not be able to find it. If you list the dhatu under all do, I mean, if you put the do, it will appear under the series of dakara, and in the series of lakaras you will not find labh. So for people who do not know, unless you know the original dhatu, you will not be able to find the dhatu. So that is why they remove adir nitudavaha, need to do, before listing it in the dhatu patha. For the other itsamya letters, it does not matter. I mean, you need not know that it is dulabhash. You can guess that it is labh and look for labh in the dhatu patha. So the itsamya letters at the end do not matter. But I mean, even without those itsamya, even if you don't know those itsamya letters are there, you can still search for the dhatu. That if this need to do is present, you will not know. People who do not know that they are there cannot search for it. That is why usually the indices of the dhatu patha remove the need to do before listing them, just for facility of search. Okay. So we will not be learning any other anga karyas here, but please learn how to apply guna and how to apply vruddhi to any given anga. Okay, it's very important because that's one of the most common angakaryas that we will see again and again in the Tinganta Prakriya. They remove even the shakara and nakara. They don't. I mean, as far as I know, the dhatu pathas which I have seen do not remove the, I mean, they do not convert the shakara to sakara and nakara to nakara. I mean, if you convert, you will not know which is shopadesha, which is shopadesha. Some might, but most of the dhatus do not remove the shakara and nakara. I mean, there might be some additions which do that. I don't know, but mostly they will not do that. Because the difference between sha and sa is it's important for prakriya. So even if it is done, it would be for the same purpose, to allow people who don't know the Vyakarana Prakriya to search for the dhatu. Okay. So the abhyasaha asya saptahasya etesham angakaryani, the guna and vriddhi, etesham dhatunam lang lakare, in lang lakara shapi nichicha pare gunam vriddhim kuruta. Okay. So you have to apply the guna and vriddhi, and also the punaravartana, revision of the itsamya, the prakritika karya, adagama and adagama. That is why I specified this. So for easiness of purpose, I have given a table. I mean, for it's just you can go stepwise. Say shtung iti dhatu asti. First step we remove the anubandha, so it becomes shtu. Nakaraha halantyam ityanena lupyate. Tataha prakritika karyam dhatvadesh saha ityanena shakarasya sakare stu iti dhatuhu. Lang lakaraha iti yuktam, ataha adagame krite astu ityasti. So there are two pratyayas. One is shap, which is a sarvadhatuka, and the other is nich, which is a nit. So shap is a nimitta for guna, and nich is a nimitta for vriddhi. So if we do guna when followed by shap, it becomes asto, a is of shap. So if we do vriddhi when followed by nich, it will be astau I. Okay. This is the thing what we learnt in this class, how to apply guna and how to apply vriddhi. Okay. These are what we had learnt earlier, so we'd better keep them in touch. Okay. So there are a few dhatus for which you have to apply all these, and what is the form when we have the guna and what happens when we have the vriddhi. Okay. Any questions? Okay, so dhatu patha of Yudhishthira Mimamsaka, they have the shakara. So are these three separate questions for each dhatu? Not separate. I mean, guna and vriddhi are separate. Till at and at it is common. I mean, you do that, and then if we do guna, what happens? If we do vriddhi, what happens? So these two are separate, shap and nich. Okay, but before that, it's a series. You start with removing the anubandha, do the prakritika karya, add at. Then, if we add shap and do guna, what is the form? If we add nich and do vriddhi, what is the form? Okay. Hema?
Oh, I was going to say the sutra that you asked. That is Sarvadhatuka.
Okay, sorry. Any other questions? Yes, Sadagopan Mahodaya. I think that was also an old one. Okay. Yena akshara samamnayam adhigamya maheshwarat kritsam vyakaranam proktam tasmai paninaye namaha. Vakyakaram vararuchim bhashyakaram patanjalim paninim sutrakaram cha pranatosmi munitrayam.